my goodness, guys, welcome back. I have been dying to finally finish editing this video. You know, I'm a natural girl, so this is more of a matte nude pink type of look. Not too much, but just enough. So let's get started. I haven't done like my brows on camera in a while, so I decided to clean it up with you guys. I've already arched out my brows and filled them in and everything. Now I'm just cleaning it up. I am using the LA Pro Girl Concealer in the color Warm Honey to clean up my brows. And I honestly didn't even want to talk on this video because I really, as much as I like talking and as much as people like to hear me speak, I don't like talking that much, like, to people. Like, I like talking, but I don't. I have a love and hate relationship with it. So I would rather y'all just watch. If I didn't have to explain what I'm using, I'd just let y'all just watch. But yes, now I'm just putting that over my eyelid and creating a base for the eyeshadow, which I'm going to start using the P. Louise bases. I'm going to get into using those because they look like they work wonders. Now I'm going into the Jackie Aina palette, of course, and going in with my transition shade. Not too much, and this is why I want to kind of explore the P. Louise eyeshadow bases, because this concealer sometimes it don't be coming through. The shadows don't be popping through with this concealer, so I need something a little stronger. But I'm going in with Ginger as my transition shade. And next I'm going to go in with Pinker to darken it up a little bit. And Pinker is somewhat of a purple almost, but it's in between, I want to say, in between a purple and a pink. So I'm just going in to darken it up just a little bit with the purplish Pinker. So yeah, this is why I say that I want to really explore the P. Louise eyeshadow base creams or whatever they are, because this concealer, it's like I have to put multiple layers of shadow on. I don't know if it's the shadow because I haven't really used the mattes like that in this palette, but I'm gonna need it to deliver a little more. But yes, now I'm just going in with the same concealer I was just complaining about and just creating almost a cut crease type of situation, which it's really not because it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm about to blend it out with my concealer brush just to create a base for the next shade that I'm going to use. But it does not have to be perfect. It's not a cut crease. This is like just to create the base for the next shadow. And now I'm just blending everything out so that I can add Supreme. This is a really soft pink, really pretty pink, and I don't use it often, so I decided to bring it out in this video. This also took a while for me to pack on my lid for whatever reason. Not sure why. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but eventually we got where we wanted to be. So you'll just see me just adding layers of this on, and for a second I was like, maybe I should wet it, but then I didn't want to make a mess. I didn't want to just mess up the look because I was already going off the dome anyway. So I knew the look that I was going for, but I just didn't know how I wanted to apply it. So this is like the 20th layer that I'm applying because I wanted that pink to really pop, but it did what it needed to do, so I'm very satisfied. Next, I'm going to go back into Pinker and warm it up a little bit on the outer corners of my eyelid and kind of create like a V shape almost, to kind of make sure it's not just in one spot and make it look like it's a little blended. I'm just taking that over that little crease area as well, and then in the outer corners. Next, I'm going to go in with Credit to darken it up a little bit more. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And then for the highlight under my brows, I'm using Soleil. Again, y'all know I love that for my highlight. I would use it everywhere if I could, but this time it's going to be only underneath the brow. Blend that out a little bit. I'm going in with Big Wig to kind of blend out or give a little bit more color in between the Supreme color and Credit and Pinker. So not too much of Big Wig, just enough so you can create kind of that ombre effect, if you will. I know I'm still learning. I say that in every video, and I probably shouldn't be saying that. But, I mean, that's just me making myself seem normal to you guys, because I am. This is a learning process. And if you're wanting to learn to do makeup, the only way you're going to learn is doing it. So this is me doing it and doing it in front of you guys. I'm just glad I don't have, you know, any big critics, you know, watching me that's saying, oh my God, you're not doing this right. Now I'm going to go in with my primer, my Fenty Soft Matte Primer, which I really never use because I'm so scared of oil when I go places. And that's why I am setting or kind of eliminating a lot of that oil with the setting powder in Honey from Fenty on top of that primer. Just a little bit, not too much. Actually, I didn't even put any on the brush. My brush already had some on there, so I'm just using the leftover powder from when I used it before. Of course, my MAC foundation in NC47, which I need more of. My goodness, I'm running out like quickly. So I need to go stock up like this weekend. This is my favorite way to apply my foundation, is with a brush. I don't really use anything else. Like I said in my last video, I'm looking to invest in new brushes or just better brushes. These brushes were from Amazon, like the whole set, which has served its purpose, honey, but I really want to invest in better brushes. So let me know if you have any suggestions. Now I'm going in with something I have not used in a while, my Fenty Instant Retouch Concealer in the color 330. I love this concealer. I don't know why I don't use it as much. I guess I just feel like since I'm using a different foundation, I should be using the same foundation or the same concealers with that foundation. And I bought this concealer for Fenty purposes only because they work very well with each other. So yeah, I love this concealer though. Now I'm just going in, and I wanted to really contour and explore with contouring this time. So if I look a little crazy, don't mind me. I'm just having fun in makeup. That's what you're supposed to do, right? It's not permanent. It's something that can be wiped off. So have fun with it. And that's what I'm doing. So I am contouring my face. The dark shade or concealer that I'm using is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Contour Concealer in the color Deep Walnut. I love this color. This was the color that I used to line my lips, and that I will be using to line my lips in this video, just to give me some, you know, pout for my lips today. But I love this color to contour with. I love the consistency of the concealer. Like, it was super easy to blend out. Now, I did struggle. I like using this brush because it gives me control. I don't have a big brush to where I'm brushing everywhere. Like, this brush was giving me the control that I was looking for. So it works for me. It may not work for everyone, but I wanted to make sure that when I'm contouring, I'm making sure I'm outlining my cheekbones, which I have high cheekbones, so it's not really hard for me to find those lines. And this is really extenuating my features on my face. That's what I'm contouring for. I don't necessarily need it because when I put on foundation, my cheekbones automatically pop, and I could just use bronzer if I wanted. But I really wanted to take it to another level and actually try to contour this time, which I was so confident in this contour. Like, I'm super happy about how I blended everything out in the end. But yes, just watch. And honey, I was getting tired. I'm like, ooh, this blending process. Like, I didn't speed it up or anything because I wanted you guys to see, really how the blending process is and how much I blend when I'm doing contour, which this is the most that I've done before. But even when I just put on a little bit, like, you gotta blend, honey, because we don't. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, is going around my nose. Like I said, I don't necessarily need all of this, but to each his own. I wanted to actually explore, so that's what I'm doing. Next, I'm going to go in with my clean concealer brush now, and blend out those edges of that lighter concealer, or the Fenty concealer that I used earlier. And I just wanted to, kind of baby it, and I could have definitely used a bigger brush, but I wanted to make sure that I was blending everything out seamlessly. So I'm going in, especially under that eye, with a smaller brush. And I am using this smaller brush, so I can blend out the edges, or where the dark shade transitions into the lighter shade. If that makes sense. I hope it does. And of course, this area here can be a little intimidating because I have shied away from contouring that bottom half because, I don't know, sometimes it can look a little harsh. But this time I stepped out on faith and was like, okay, let me try to, see what I can do with this. But I'm going to make sure I blend a lot, and make sure I'm using, well, you'll see in a second. But right now, I'm just going in and kind of blending that bottom contour out with that lighter shade. And honey, I had to put my hand on my hip because I was getting tired of blending at this point. Like, I was like, oh, this is a lot. So this part is basically me blending, so I really don't have too much to say other than in this nose area. It's okay if you overlap on the lighter concealer over the darker concealer. That's perfectly fine. But here's to blending. Now, I'm going to take my foundation brush and kind of blend everything out. I don't have any product on this brush right now other than foundation that I had earlier. But I haven't added anything since then. And I'm really blending everything out, just tapping it out. I'm brushing a little bit in some areas. I'm brushing a little bit in some areas because I felt like I needed to diffuse it a little bit, just a little. But I'm normally just tapping everything out to blend. And I wanted to conceal a little bit more, honey, because I have been getting minimal amount of sleep and I wanted to make sure these bags are taken care of, which I did an okay job. In some of my pictures I was like, oh goodness, I need to have a treatment done. Like, it's time for a self-care day, like at maximum really soon. So I'm concealing for now with the Can't Stop Won't Stop in neutral tan. Now I'm going in with the Makeup Forever High Definition Powder and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder, and I mixed it. I don't know why I mixed it. The setting powder from NYX is in medium, but I mixed it and it did fairly well. And I'm just using that under my eye. But on the bottom contour, on the lighter area, I'm going to use Honey and Fenty. I'm also just brushing off the excess powder on the contour of my nose. Now I'm going in with the Fenty setting powder in the color Honey underneath. And you really just want to carve out that contour. I know it looks harsh right now, but when you brush it off, and make sure you brush it off really good, which I go in with my foundation brush again and brush it out, it's going to be fine. Trust me, just watch. And now I'm just brushing everything off. Now I'm going in with the STALK'R bronzer to blend out that darker contour right on top of that actually, and bronze my face. And this is in the color CoCo Naughty. And of course, I'm bronzing to contour that nose out a little bit more softly. Next, I'm going to go in with the Duo blush from Nika K, New York. And I got this from the beauty supply store. Next, I'm going to highlight with Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby, which I haven't used in a while. And then I'm going to go back underneath with Supreme. I'm going to go back in with Pinker and Credit to darken it up a bit on the outer corners on the bottom. And I use the Fenty Fly Liner to line my eyes, which I didn't record that because that process was extra long. And you guys know how I am with eyeliner. I'm still learning that for real, for real. Now for my mascara, I put on my mascara to prep my eyes for my lashes. And I'm putting on the eyelash glue before I put on the lashes. I don't put the eyelash glue on the lashes anymore because it just takes too long to dry. And now this is when I said that I have been using the concealer, the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer in the color Deep Walnut to line my lips, and then blend it out with that concealer brush that I've been using. And to line it a little bit more, give it a little bit more color. This color has like a purple tint to it almost. It's from the beauty supply store, and it's a Kiss New York pencil in dark plum. And this little baby right here is the lipstick, the matte lipstick that I decided to use. It's called Forever Matte, which I got from the beauty supply store as well. And this one is in the color Angel Wings. Very, very matte, very, very pretty, and it blended perfectly with the liners. I thought that was funny because I was so serious in my last video about lining my lips. Like, if I'm using color, as far as colors and especially matte lipsticks, I have to clean up around my lips just to make sure they are perfection. And I'm so sorry you guys couldn't see the bottom part of this, but I kind of wanted to give you a feel of what I do on the bottom so you can see like how I'm lining the bottom lip. I was so focused, girl. Now we're just gonna smooth everything out, make sure it's blended properly. And here's the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Mwah.